Hello everyone, and welcome to my Royal Family Politics channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Andrew won't leave Royal Lodge, and Charles is powerless on the royal family's live broadcast. There have been rumors that Prince William and Kate may move into the Royal Lodge. Prince Andrew reportedly has no plans to leave his home in Windsor, according to King Charles, who claims to have no power to evict him. Considering that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have already lost their Frogmore Cottage home in the UK, Charles is reportedly looking at cutting spending within the royal family. And now a source close to Charles has said that because his brother's name, not the royal family's, is on the lease, Charles cannot evict the Duke of York from his Windsor residence. The Royal Lodge may be reserved for Prince William and Kate, according to rumors. But according to reports, Andrew plans to honor his 2003 lease, which expires in 75 years, by remaining in the £30 million estate. It's rumored that Buckingham Palace has offered him Frogmore Cottage, the former residence of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This is in spite of rumored pressure from Buckingham Palace to relocate to Frogmore Cottage, a more modest home on the Windsor estate where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex formerly resided. The Times was informed by an individual who frequently communicates with Andrew that the lease is in the Duke's name and cannot be taken from him. The idea that it might be taken away from him has never been raised. There are 80 to 90 years left on the extended lease. He and the Crown Estate are parties to this lease. That is not the King's concern. The Chancellor of the Exchequer should handle it. He would have to agree to an arrangement in order for you to persuade him to leave. The 10-word comment Prince Harry made about Meghan after their first date. According to the biographers of the Sussexes, the Duke of Sussex was in a trance following his initial meeting with his future bride. The summer of 2016 marked the introduction of Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. After exchanging texts, the couple planned a first date at London's Soho House. According to Finding Freedom writers Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, they conversed there over drinks, beer for him, a martini for her, where they asked each other questions about their work. Although there were nibbles on the small table in front of their large chairs, neither of them touched the food. They weren't paying attention to the very crude wallpaper that covered the walls, which included images of women's private parts, because they were too preoccupied with their chat and one other. Nobody anticipated what occurred next. According to the best-selling book, Harry afterwards revealed to a friend his 10-word assessment of the evening. Wow, the most stunning woman I've ever seen. After their date, the Duke of Sussex immediately texted Meghan to follow up. His communications were frequently brief and packed with emojis, particularly the ghost emoji, which he frequently used in place of a cheerful face, according to Mr. Scobie and Ms. Durand. What justification? Nobody is aware. But like the prince, Meghan thought his texting manners were humorous and cute. He undoubtedly made no attempt to hide his interest. A close friend of Meghan's also stated, he wanted her to know he was highly interested. Another buddy remarked, Harry seemed to be in a daze. Both Harry and the other person were smitten. A buddy reportedly informed the biographers that almost right away they were almost obsessed with each other. After the first date, Meghan called a friend and asked, "Do I sound crazy when I say this could have legs?" During the December 2022 episode of their Netflix series, Harry and Meghan, where they both appeared in, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remembered their first amorous encounter. The former actress had this to say about Harry. He was simply so delightful, just very enjoyable and reviving. And that was the problem. We acted like children around each other. The prince said, "We had a great chat for about an hour." Meghan admitted she spoke with Harry on the phone that evening, asking if he would want to grab dinner the following day. The location of their second date confirmed Harry's convictions about the part Meghan would go on to play in his life. It suddenly hit me at that point. Okay, this woman is incredible and everything I've been looking for. And she seems to be really at ease and at ease in my presence, he continued. 6 weeks after their initial encounter, Meghan and Harry visited Botswana, a nation that holds a special place in the Duke's heart. The authors of the letter are Mr. Scobie and Ms. Durand. A friend said, "She came back smiling and just completely spellbound." Her phone was crammed with pictures of the scenery they had seen, herself in natural settings, and taking selfies with Harry. According to the source, they would have happily spent the entire summer there together had Meghan and Harry not had to return to their lives in London and Canada for work, respectively. Meghan claimed that she and Harry spoke frequently, often about personal matters. Harry recalled on their journey during their 2017 engagement interview, "I managed to convince her to come and join me in Botswana. And together, we set up camp under the stars. It was amazing that she came and joined me there for 5 days. We had a lot of time to ourselves, which was important to me so that we could have a chance to get to know one another." A little over a year later, Harry got down on one knee, and the two tied the knot at Windsor Street, George's Chapel in May 2018. The couple now resides in Montecito, California. Prince Archie, 4, and Princess Lilibet, who will turn 2 next month, are the 2 children they have welcomed. Charles may attempt to evict Andrew from the mansion by cutting off his utilities. Following the coronation, Andrew apparently won't see anyone since he won't leave a residence that has purportedly been set aside for Prince William and Princess Kate. According to rumors, King Charles may attempt to evict Prince Andrew from the Royal Lodge by cutting off his utilities. According to reports, a fragile Andrew is refusing to give up the keys and thinks his older brother has the authority to evict him. The Times was informed by a source who claimed to speak frequently with Andrew that the king would not shut off Andrew's utilities. But according to a different source who spoke to the Mail on Sunday, Andrew worries that there's actually a chance this could happen. He is worried that the knives are out now that the coronation is finished. He fears that the royals may even shut off the utilities in an effort to get him out of there. However, we're dealing with people here, not property. The source's remarks come as several rumors regarding Andrew's likely impending eviction surface, with sources speculating that Prince William and Princess Kate are being prepared to move into the Royal Lodge. The lease is in the Duke's name, therefore no one can take it away from him, a source reportedly added. The idea that it might be taken away from him has never been raised. There are 80 to 90 years left on the extended lease. He and the Crown Estate are parties to this lease. That is not the king's concern. The Chancellor of the Exchequer should handle it. You could only get him to move out through an arrangement, and he would have to agree, they continued. If Andrew wants to uphold the terms of the lease for the Royal Lodge, he must remain there until it expires. According to previous reports in the Mail on Sunday, Andrew has grown flimsy in recent years, but won't leave the house. Following allegations that he had intercourse with Virginia Giuffre while she was a teenager, Andrew was compelled to resign from his position as a member of the royal family in recent years. He's consistently refuted these allegations. The insider questioned whether it was fair that Andrew was being expelled from the Royal Lodge and said to the Mail that Andrew is allegedly refusing to see anybody. The royal family's public fights over mansions as the people gets poorer and the monarch gets richer, as documented in the Sunday Times Rich List, have been closely examined. It's not merely an issue of eviction or no eviction. With more than £600 million in wealth, the king is said to be twice as wealthy as his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II. The king's money was said to have been accumulated through his real estate holdings and erecting housing complexes last year. His 2 most valuable properties are Sandringham and Balmoral. Thousands of acres of land are shared by both. The revelation occurs as food costs in the UK continue to climb steadily, and the country's cost of living situation gets worse. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.